You want to hang out later?
Where?
Well, I think the room next to the bus ramp is empty. We'd be alone in there.
What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, we could see what we want to do when we get there.
I don't know. I should probably get home.
Oh, yeah? Are you going to be alone at home?
No, my mom should be there at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we are going out, right?
Yeah.
So that means that we're more than friends.
Yeah.
We all want to be accepted and loved. Middle school is a time when we feel validated by our friendships and sometimes by having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Relationships are connections and interactions between people. In some relationships, like the ones between you and your friends, there's an equal amount of power. Power sharing occurs when you each get to make decisions. In your family, the adults have the power because they are responsible for things like your well-being, your safety, and your education. The adults who have your best interest at heart will use this power wisely and carefully for your growth and development. This is a safe relationship with an appropriate balance of power. Sometimes peers or adults use their power in ways that harm you emotionally and physically by manipulating and forcing you to do things that you are not comfortable with. This is an unsafe relationship with an unsafe imbalance of power. Sometimes we may feel pressure in a relationship that we're not comfortable with in order to fit in and to keep that relationship. It's important to listen to your guiding voice and tap into your personal power to decide how you will react to the pressure in the relationship. We all have body boundaries, a sense of what's comfortable for us and what's over the line. Have you ever had someone stand too close to you in a movie theater line and make you feel really uncomfortable? This person has violated your body boundary. You may feel really comfortable snuggling with your parents while you're watching television, laying with your head on their shoulder. But you wouldn't be comfortable at all sitting that close to a neighbor or a relative that you don't know well. When a body boundary is violated, we have a voice inside of us that raises a red flag and warns us to beware. If that happens, it's important that we listen. Too often, when we feel uncomfortable, we tell ourselves that we're being stupid or unnecessarily afraid, when really our inner self-protection skills are trying to look out for us. While we look for the red flags, let's use the TFA rule, which stands for think, feel, and act. This rule can help you slow down and evaluate a situation you might be in. First, you think about the situation. Then, you consider how you feel about what's going on. And then you act based on how you think and feel. The act is your power play to either get out of an unsafe situation or access help. Let's review the couple's scenario and see if we can figure out what she's thinking and feeling and what she might do about it.
Do you want to hang out later?
Where?
Looking at the big smile on her face, I think she might be thinking, I am so glad to have a boyfriend. But let's take a look at how she's feeling as the scene continues.
Well, I think the room next to the bus ramp is empty.
When it comes down to what Sarah's feeling, it looks a little mixed. She's probably feeling excited and important because a guy is really into her, but also uncomfortable and worried that her body boundaries might be violated. This raises a red flag because her personal body boundaries aren't being respected. If someone violates your body boundaries, listen to that voice inside of you and be assertive in your response. Speaking of assertiveness, let's see if Sarah acts and sends a clear message about her boundaries.
So when do you think we can hang out? Alone?
I don't know.
No? What about tomorrow?
This was a good try, but still not strong enough. Notice her shrugged shoulders, how she turns away from Mike and uses a passive and uncertain language. Let's see attempt number 2.
I don't know. I should probably get home.
Oh, yeah? Are you going to be alone at home?
No, my mom should be there at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we are going out, right?
Sarah's trying to act here and was right to keep pushing back about her boundaries, but Mike still didn't see the boundary line. It's important that you keep expressing how you're feeling until you're heard. Sometimes this means going to a trusted friend or adult to get help. So, what's that final act? What do you think she'll do?
I should probably go home alone.
Really?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Middle school's the time when we may have relationships and may get to experience what it's like to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You can be the change by establishing boundaries in relationships that make you feel comfortable and by respecting other people's boundaries as well. If you see a friend who's having trouble setting a safe boundary in a relationship, talk to him or her and be encouraging. It may be just the support your friend needs.